Take a slow, steady breath and let your spirit become still for a moment. I, the Lord who shapes your journey and guides every step you take, have drawn you into this very moment. You did not reach this message by coincidence. It wasn't luck, it wasn't timing, and it wasn't the algorithm pushing a random video your way. It was my hand, deliberately leading your heart here because I knew you were finally ready to receive what I have long prepared for you. Long before you even considered pressing play, I had already written in my eternal design that this moment would be an intimate encounter between your soul and my voice. Do not treat this lightly. Every second, every word you are hearing right now has been orchestrated with precision so your spirit could awaken to this truth. Listen carefully, you were guided here. You were chosen. This message is not an optional reminder or a nice thought to carry through the day. This is a divine summons, a heavenly decree, crafted to remind you that you are seen, known, and deeply remembered. How many times did you cry quietly, believing no one knew what your heart was carrying? Yet I saw every tear. How many times did you speak prayers into the darkness, wondering if I heard a single word? Every prayer rose before me like a fragrance, heard, received, and treasured. Nothing you have lived through has been overlooked. Nothing has been wasted. There is a blessing, a real spiritual inheritance, prepared specifically for you. It carries your name, sealed with authority that no earthly force can break. This blessing isn't symbolic or empty. It is solid, living, active, and more certain than anything you can touch with your hands. Inside this blessing I have stored resources you never expected but desperately needed, connections that will open doors you thought were permanently shut, opportunities that are crafted to shift your entire direction, ideas that will bring clarity and elevate your path, strength that will sustain you, peace that will guard you, and miracles that will transform your life in ways you couldn't imagine. And all of this is not waiting for someday, it has already been released. The unfolding begins now. Hear me well, this is not merely a comforting message. This is an official announcement from heaven. The blessing has been activated. It is not for another season. It is for you in this present moment. But to receive what has been set in motion, you must keep your heart open. Every word I speak is a key. Each syllable unlocks a part of what I have stored for you. If you disconnect, you risk losing the flow of what I have begun. But if you remain attentive, you will feel the undeniable confirmation within your spirit. You sensed something shifting recently, a feeling you couldn't explain, a stirring you couldn't name. Now you understand. It was my spirit preparing you, shaping your heart, aligning you with this moment. This blessing does not rest on your effort, your accomplishments, or your logic. It rests entirely on my promise, my grace, and my unwavering love for you. It is yours because I said so, not because you earned it. And hear this too. Every act of obedience you thought no one noticed, I noticed. Every sacrifice that you offered quietly, I saw. Every moment you chose faith over fear, even when your voice trembled, was written into my record. Each one of those moments was stored in the heavenly treasury that carries your name. And now I am opening those storehouses. Do not let doubt rob you of what I have already placed in your hands. Do not allow tiredness or fear to build walls around your blessing. Do not let the voice of disbelief whisper lies into your heart. What was delayed is now advancing. What was distant is drawing near. What seemed impossible is already forming right in front of you. My beloved child, listen to my voice. This is not a general message cast into the air. This is personal. I call you by your name. I speak into your story. I speak into your wounds, your hopes, your hidden prayers, and your deepest longings. You are the one chosen to receive what I have prepared. You are the one this promise belongs to. You are the heir of what I have sealed in heaven. And now I invite you to respond in faith. Write your declaration of faith in the comments as a prophetic act. You are not typing letters on a screen, you are signing a spiritual contract, an agreement that aligns you with what I have already released. This simple action carries weight in the spirit. It seals, confirms, and activates what has been decreed in your favor. Remain here. Keep your heart open. Your blessing is prepared, signed, sealed, and delivered with your name engraved upon it. Today is not just another day, today is the beginning of fulfillment, the beginning of answered prayers, the beginning of long-awaited promises rising into reality. I am your Father. I am your God. I speak to you with eternal truth. You have been called to receive what has been reserved for you since the foundation of time. And hear this clearly, the blessing I prepared for you is not pending. It is not being evaluated. It is not waiting for approval. It has been authorized, activated, and already declared in heaven. While you thought nothing was happening, I had already commanded the shift. While you wondered if you would make it, I had already written your victory. While you feared you were forgotten, my eternal seal was resting on your inheritance. This is not a future promise. This is a present reality. I now speak to you about what already exists in the unseen realm, what has been released, what has begun traveling toward your life even before you sensed a change. Your mind may wrestle with this truth, but your spirit recognizes it instantly, because what I am saying to you is not illusion, not fleeting motivation, not emotional comfort. This is spiritual reality. Just as the stars continue to shine brilliantly in the sky even when daylight hides them, so my blessing is already glowing over your life even though your natural eyes cannot yet perceive it. I am the God who fulfills every word I speak. My promises are not guesses. They are not possibilities. They are certainties backed by the authority of heaven itself. When I declare something ready, it is because I have already instructed creation to align with my decree. Heaven and earth move at my command. You do not need to struggle or exhaust yourself chasing what I have already prepared. Your task is simple yet powerful. Believe, stay open, and keep your heart free of doubt. It is through this posture of faith that the invisible becomes visible and the concealed becomes revealed. Today I urge you, open the doors of your heart wide. Do not build walls around your spirit. Do not let uncertainty block the flow of what I am sending. By simply receiving this word, something is already shifting. By allowing this message to enter your spirit, the atmosphere around your life is transforming. I am repositioning people on your path. I am rearranging opportunities so they rise at the exact moment you need them. I am softening the hearts that were once closed to you. I am unlocking the doors that resisted you before. This is the fulfillment of what I ordained for you long before you ever took your first breath. Everything stored for you holds purpose far beyond material provision. In this heavenly storehouse I prepared for you, there is a peace that overrides human logic, wisdom for decisions you feared making, a rest for the exhaustion buried deep inside you, a vision that clarifies what your eyes could not see, a connections that will transform your journey, favor where you once faced rejection. I have gathered every resource you will ever need, and I kept it safely hidden until your heart reached maturity, until you were ready to carry the weight of the blessing, not just receive it. And now I proclaim to you, it is ready. It has been released. It is already in motion. Do not detach yourself now. The enemy will attempt to distract you, confuse you, overwhelm you, anything to disconnect you from the flow of what I am pouring into your life. But if you remain steadfast, you will watch your faith strengthen, your mind renew, and your spirit rise with bold confidence. This moment is not random. This is a divine appointment recorded in eternity. The heaviness you've been feeling, that unexplainable inner pull, that sense of something is shifting, that is my spirit testifying that this message belongs to you. Do not dismiss what you feel right now. That inner confirmation is evidence that my promise is already unfolding. You are the chosen recipient of this blessing. You are the one marked for this release. You are the one whose name is written on this promise. That is why I speak to you boldly. Do not continue living as though you are waiting for something distant. Begin living as one who has already received it. Speak not as a beggar pleading for scraps, but as a rightful heir managing what belongs to you. Do not walk as though abandoned. Walk as a beloved child, deeply cared for and fiercely protected. I am the Father who never fails. I am the God who never arrives late. I am the source that never empties. What I have given you is not a future possibility. It is a present reality. And because there are others who are searching for the same confirmation, others crying quietly as you once did, others hoping for a sign that they are not forgotten, I ask you to become my instrument. Share this message. Not out of obligation but because it carries life for someone else. When you share it, you are not losing anything, you are multiplying the seed. By passing this word to someone who needs it, you strengthen the seal on your own inheritance. I have already shown this truth to you. I have already signed the decree. I have already set the heavens in motion on your behalf. Now your role is simple: believe, hold firm, and do not let go. Because with every breath you take, this truth becomes more real within you. You are part of something eternal. Your life is a living testimony that my word never returns void. From this point forward, you walk not as someone waiting for a promise, but as someone who has stepped into a promise already bearing their name. My beloved child, understand this clearly: the blessing I prepared, sealed, marked, and stored with your name, stands ready before my throne. But there is one spiritual key that unlocks access to this divine deposit. It is not human effort. It is not titles. It is not strength. The only valid signature that opens what I have released is your faith. Faith is the code. Faith is the seal. Faith is the doorway that leads you into what already belongs to you. Do not confuse faith with positive thinking. Faith is not shallow optimism or hopeful wishing. Faith is choosing to live as though the answer is already in your hands. Faith is the declaration on your lips and the conviction in your actions. Faith is giving thanks for what you have not touched yet. Faith is celebrating before the manifestation becomes visible. When I say your faith is the signature, I mean this: no obstacle can resist a heart fully anchored in trust. You may feel small, unqualified, or overwhelmed, but faith is not measured by human standards. It is measured by the certainty you place in me. You trust me, that is enough. You already carry the signature heaven recognizes. You do not need another sign. You do not need further proof. Heaven has already stamped the decree. Every prayer, whispered or silent, has risen before me. Every tear has been collected in my book. Every act of obedience has planted seeds in eternal soil. And now, through the power of your faith, all of these seeds are becoming a harvest. This is the moment when the unseen becomes undeniable. This is the hour when the hidden becomes visible. But you must sign it with your faith. Declare it boldly. Walk as one who inherits. Stand as one who belongs. I did not create you to beg spiritually. I created you to inherit spiritually. You are my child. You are my heir. My eternal love, not your effort, is the reason the promise belongs to you. When you believe despite the storm, you sign. When you thank me before the breakthrough appears, you sign. When you take a step forward even without clarity, you sign. Every act of trust is another stroke in the signature that opens the treasure with your name on it. And hear me clearly: what I released for you has already begun its journey. Confirm it with your faith, and what has been promised will begin to unfold before your eyes. Even the smallest signs should not intimidate you. They are proof that the blessing I released has already begun taking visible form. A message that arrives out of nowhere, an opportunity you didn't seek, a peace you cannot logically explain. These are not random moments. These are the early movements of heaven showing you that the spiritual deposit is becoming a reality. Honor these small beginnings. Celebrate every sign, every shift, every whisper of change. These are sacred clues, signals sent from my throne to remind you that the process is already underway and you are walking in the fulfillment of what was once only a promise. So, my son, my daughter, do not remain passive, hesitant, or unsure. Stand up with the posture of someone who has already received what was spoken. Faith is not merely a declaration, it is a lifestyle. It is the confidence in your steps, the courage in your decisions, the certainty in your voice. Today I call you to take a tangible step of faith, because every action you make in the physical world releases a ripple of power in the spiritual realm. Make your belief visible. Let your actions reflect your trust. Even the smallest gesture done with a heart of faith multiplies its impact. Show your faith. Respond. Participate. Even in liking, sharing, or spreading this message, you are not simply clicking a button. You are making a public declaration. I believe this word belongs to me and I want it to reach someone who needs it just as much. I honor faith wherever it is found. I elevate those who dare to trust me. I will never shame or ignore a heart that believes in my promise. If you rise today with faith, if you sign your belief with action, you will see doors open that stood locked for years. Do not hold back. Do not delay. Do not let fear whisper you into hesitation. This is the moment to step forward. This is your moment to sign the promise. Your faith is the signature heaven recognizes, and I stand ready to release everything I designed for you long before your first breath. Listen carefully to my voice. For many days, long days, you felt the pressure of silence. You felt stuck like nothing moved or made sense. Doors closed without warning. Plans dissolved before they ever took shape. The weariness on your face in the early hours, the heaviness in your spirit at night, I saw it all. I saw every sigh, every tear, every moment you questioned your strength. But hear me, that silence was not abandonment. Those delays were not punishment. I was preparing you. Every challenge strengthened you. Every waiting season shaped your depth. Every silent moment refined your patience. These were not empty days, they were foundational. They were constructing the inner strength needed for what is about to unfold. Now I speak with clarity and authority. The force that restricted you is breaking, right now. This is not symbolic language. This is a spiritual shift happening in real time. The chains that held your progress in place are snapping. Where life felt frozen, movement is beginning. What seemed lifeless is awakening again. And this change will not crash into your life like a violent storm. Instead, it will flow like a steady, intentional breeze, rearranging, reorganizing, and aligning everything so the path ahead opens with stability and grace. There is a realignment happening in the heavens for your future. I am moving people into strategic positions. I am placing ideas into the minds of those assigned to cross your path. My angels are working with divine precision, executing plans that surpass anything human hands could design. Some will go ahead of you to open doors. Some will soften hearts that were once closed. Others will deliver resources, opportunities, and solutions to unlock what once seemed permanently shut. Nothing that will happen is accidental. This is not coincidence. This is intentional, divine coordination. You must learn to recognize the signs you once ignored. A message from someone you thought was gone. A surprising invitation. A thought that solves something you've struggled with for months. A sudden shift in the atmosphere around you. These are signs that the resistance is breaking and the blessing is moving toward manifestation. Do not overlook them. Do not dismiss them. Train your spirit to see what your natural eyes might call small, because these are the early ripples of a coming wave. Do not let fear convince you that small beginnings are insignificant. Do not judge your season by what you see today. What starts tiny often becomes the foundation for the greatest transformation. Each small open door leads to a larger one behind it. Each small confirmation prepares the space for a greater fulfillment. During this season of breakthrough, you are not called to sit still or wait passively. You are called to participate, to move with wisdom, courage, and intentionality. When you see an opening, walk through it boldly. When you feel a conviction, respond without hesitation. When you sense direction, follow it with confidence. Faith in motion accelerates manifestation. But I also warn you, do not rush out of fear. Do not push ahead out of anxiety. Do not force what I have not opened yet. Anything gained prematurely loses its strength. Every blessing has its time of maturity. A door opened too early can collapse under its own weight. Learn to wait actively, watching, listening, preparing. Learn to move when the true moment arrives and remain still when I am still building what comes next. In this transition, many voices will try to pull you aside. Some will say nothing is changing. Some will plant doubts in your heart. Some will question what you feel deep inside. Do not listen to them. Remain anchored in my voice. Stay grounded in your spirit. Protect the peace I have given you. The certainty I place within you is unshakable. What once stood still is now shifting. What once resisted is now yielding. Pay attention. Be aware. Notice the movement. Behind the scenes, arrangements are happening in every corner of your life. People are being positioned as carriers of opportunity. Thoughts once scattered are forming a clear map. Paths once blocked are opening with ease. This is evidence that the heaviness has lifted and your purpose is drawing closer. Stand tall. Do not shrink back. You may not see every detail, but you are not asked to understand everything, only to trust. Every step of faith you take aligns you with the motion I have already activated. You are no longer anchored to past limitations. You are a traveler walking toward a future divinely prepared. Move forward in my peace. The breakthrough before you is not temporary, it is the start of restoration, expansion, and victory. Keep your expectations high. Stay sensitive to the signs. Respond with gratitude, generosity, and discernment. What looks small today will become a story of transformation tomorrow. Stay alert, because very soon I will reveal keys, spiritual, practical, and divine, that will prepare you to manage what is coming. Beloved child, now that I have begun to stir what once lay unmoving, now that the stagnant waters of your life have started to shift, I am calling you to take a visible, deliberate step of faith. Faith is not merely a quiet sensation inside your heart. It is action, expression, and alignment. It is revealed in the words you speak and the steps you take, and these actions echo powerfully in the spiritual realm, reinforcing what has already been decreed in heaven about your life. I have seen every whispered prayer spoken through trembling lips. I have counted each tear that slid down your face unnoticed by the world. I have recorded every sacrifice you gave when your heart was hurting. None of it vanished into nothingness. Every moment was written in my book. Nothing slipped through my hands. Everything matters. Everything has weight. Everything is part of the divine story that I am weaving into your life. But today, child, I invite you to something deeper, a public prophetic step. A visible action that says, I align myself with what God has already released. I am the God who sees what is hidden, but I also honor the ones who dare to declare openly what they believe inwardly. When your inner faith and your spoken words unite, heaven moves. When your voice agrees with my promise, the atmosphere around you reacts. When you speak with conviction, spiritual barriers crumble. So in this moment, I ask you for something simple, but spiritually powerful. Not empty repetition, not routine, not habit, but a conscious declaration that seals your agreement with the blessing already set in motion. The number I place before you is 777. This is not coincidence. This is divine symbolism. 7 is the number of completion, of fullness, of fulfillment. And 3 sevens are the echo of my perfect work, past, present, and future. When you declare 777, you are proclaiming, I believe in the total completion of what God has started. Do not underestimate this act. It is not superstition, it is prophecy. It is a written signature in the spiritual realm. When you write 777, you are not typing onto a screen, you are signing with your spirit. You are turning an invisible key. You are opening a door that only faith can unlock. What seems small in the natural realm resounds like thunder in the heavens. This action shows that you are unashamed to believe, bold enough to declare, and strong enough to step forward, not as an orphan hiding in shadows, but as an heir walking with authority. Many times you wondered if your steps of faith were too small to matter. But hear me. Not one act of faith is ever invisible to my throne. Not one word spoken in trust goes unnoticed. Every act of courage becomes a weapon against the voices of doubt. Every declaration releases light into the darkness trying to surround you. Writing 777 is not about numbers. It is about agreement. It is the prophetic, yes, Lord, that aligns heaven with earth. It is the signature that opens the vault of blessings already bearing your name. Do not let this moment slip by. Do not allow hesitation to silence your faith. You have cried, waited, prayed, hoped. Now it is time to respond, not as someone begging for what might come, but as one who is confirming what has already been delivered. This is the difference between waiting and receiving, between longing and managing, between pleading and inheriting. You are my heir. And when you act in faith, you demonstrate that you have accepted your inheritance. Others may not understand it, but I see your heart. I see your intention. I see the courage behind your action. The heavens recognize your spiritual signature, and blessings will continue to pour into your life. What you declare with faith, I will confirm with power. What you seal with trust, I will manifest in your reality. Now, my child, do what I ask. Declare it. Write 7,777, the prophetic number of overflowing fullness, and step fully into what I have released for you. This is not merely a phrase. It is an act of alignment, a testimony of your faith, a signal to heaven that you stand in agreement with my plan. When you do this, you will feel a shift inside you, a calm certainty, a deeper peace, a quiet inner knowing that something has unlocked in the unseen realm. That feeling will be the sign that your action has been received. I will not leave you unanswered. The blessing has already been activated. Heaven's gates are already open. My angels have already been dispatched. Now is the moment for your participation, the moment where your faith becomes visible, where your belief steps out of your heart and into the world. This is how what I have released continues to flow into your life. Stand strong. Declare boldly. Heaven is waiting for your signature. Beloved child, listen closely now. I want you to understand what has been happening in the unseen realm since the very first moment you cried out to me. Before your voice finished its sentence, I had already dispatched angels on your behalf. Not metaphorically, literally. My angels are servants to my heirs, and you are one of my heirs. They are already working, bringing back what has been delayed, opening doors that once refused to move, creating pathways where walls once stood, clearing obstacles you don't even know existed. While you rest, they work. While you pray, they advance. While you wait, they prepare the ground ahead. Do not fear the resistance rising around you. You are not walking the path alone. My heavenly army goes before you, and wherever my hosts stand, no opposing force can remain. Some angels go ahead to clear invisible barriers. Others touch the hearts of people, leaders, decision-makers, strangers, causing them to see you with fresh eyes, to respond with unexpected kindness, to open doors you never knew existed. This is not human persuasion. This is divine influence. The heart of a king is in my hand, and I direct it like a river wherever I please. So do not be surprised when someone who once ignored you suddenly notices you, when someone distant returns, when someone unexpected becomes a blessing. This is the touch of an angel responding to your faith. Other angels carry resources, ideas, inspiration, creativity, strategy, solutions. They whisper insight into your spirit at the exact moment you need clarity. These are not random thoughts, they are breaths from heaven. When doors swing open without effort, it will not be because you found the key, but because I sent a messenger holding it. Nothing that felt delayed was forgotten. What you saw as delay, I saw as preparation. And now, because your spirit has matured, I am releasing angelic movement to deliver what was always yours. It was never lost, never stolen, never denied, only timed. And now that time has arrived. Signs will begin appearing everywhere. Unexpected conversations, new invitations, solutions appearing out of nowhere, faces from the past returning, doors opening subtly but steadily. Each of these is a message from heaven, proof that divine movement is already underway. Do not ignore these signs. Do not overlook the small beginnings. They are the confirmations that the greater release is near. Learn to see beyond the physical, and recognize that angelic help is already surrounding you. No human force can stop what I have set in motion. No opposition can hinder what I have ordained. No darkness can hold what heaven has released.